Hello, I'm David, former white belt, currently 6th Dan, going for my 7th Dan in some circumstances that I'm not really used to in going through that with some injury. So this is my journey from 6th Dan to 7th Dan through rehab and going to 7th Dan eventually. Alright, so this video I'm just going to cover what the injury actually is and how I'm limited at the moment. So it's my knee, it's my left knee. I've had an operation done already. I had some meniscus cleaned up there. Obviously it was not as successful as we would have liked it to have been. So if you're not sure what a meniscus is, this is the, say, pretend I'm not even going to be able to stand back that far. Okay, say that's the top of your leg. Say that's the knee at the bottom there. That's the top of your leg there. That's the femur. Okay, the one at the bottom here, that's the tibia. And then you've got some cushioning in between. You've got cartilage and you've got meniscus kind of in between these joints here. Okay, my meniscus there has worn out and now it's bone on bone. So if I do any sort of impact, even walking, I can feel constant pain in there in that joint there. Running definitely really flares it up. And anything high impact, and Taekwondo is hugely high impact. Okay, it's a lot of plyometric movements, a lot of bouncing, a lot of fancy kind of kicking, and it really has limited me. I've been carrying this injury for about 2 years now. Like I said, I had the surgery. At first it seemed to be successful, but then it wasn't. That's a whole nother story on its own. I won't bore you with that. I can see people when I'm telling them that whole story is glazing over. No one cares. Okay, but I'll just tell you that the injury does need surgery at some stage. My surgeon has recommended that I do a knee replacement. And when he first said knee replacement, that's a bit weird. How do you replace a knee? What are the components of a knee? So I've had a look at some diagrams, and the knee's made up of so many different parts. But when you Google knee replacement, it's not actually a replacement, like it's a refurbishment. So they put in bits of plastic to kind of cushion in here and put bits of metal rods and things that holds everything in place. Now, my surgeon's also told me that if he doesn't recommend a knee operation until I finish my Taekwondo career, because as an instructor I'm being on the floor all the time, it's going to limit my twisting ability. Now I'm not so sure about that, because I've spoken to other martial artists and I've spoken to other people in different sports that have also had a knee replacement and are doing well. They find the twisting is okay. But I really, my way of thinking is, if I do damage when I do this 7th Dan, I would rather do damage on the knee that I have now, and then after that 7th Dan, then I can have the surgery. And if I'm limited in what I can do, well then I can just deal with that. Then we have a lot of good people at the club that can sort of help me out there with that. At the moment, just to give you a rundown of where I'm at with it and how I'm limited with that injury, if I'm just walking on the floor by the end of the night after 5 hours, I feel pain in there all the time. It's bearable. I don't take any pain-killing drugs for it at the moment, unless I'm doing an event. Then I might pop some Voltaren or something like that. But generally speaking, I don't take any pain medication. I can feel it. I'm kind of used to it. But when it comes to demonstrating, I am fairly limited. To be honest, guys, I'm a shadow of what I was back a few years ago before this injury. It's kind of embarrassing too. You want to inspire the people at your club. You want to be able to demonstrate things to a really high level and have people go, oh my God, that's what I want to aspire to. That's what I want to be like. And for some things I can, but some things are really difficult. And because I've been nursing this injury for 2 years, my stretching has tanked, my flexibility's tanked, and also my skill level has tanked, because I'm just not doing the big twirly kicks, and even just kicking to the head. All that stuff has been really limited. I'm really confident that with my rehab program I can get up to speed for that 7th Dan, because I've never really done a rehab as such for it. I've just been nursing it around and doing what I can where I can. But I think I need a systematic program to do things consistently that I know will be able to strengthen that knee and do my flexibility and all that stuff, and which I'll cover in a later video. But I'm pretty confident that I can get up to speed for the 7th Dan there, and then whatever happens after the 7th Dan, then I'll have a look at I probably will do surgery after that, and then deal with whatever happens after that. But I would love to get to my 7th Dan. I'm due for it now, and like I said, it's been kind of depressing just not being able to be what I once was. So I don't think I'm going to get there again, but I want to get to at least to the level where I can complete a Dan grading and walk away and think, that was at a good level. Okay, I got through that pretty well. All right, so that's the injury. That's where I'm limited. Rehab program will be coming pretty soon in future videos, and if you want to follow me along my journey and see if I make it. I'm an optimist, guys, so I'm always pretty confident, but I've never had an injury like this, so I'm just going to give it my best shot, and we'll see how we go. All right, cheers.